Hello, everyone. Welcome to a special one-up Disney, what do you call it, ranking. Who is the best Disney villains? It is in honor of Cruella. I don't think any of us have seen it. Let's introduce ourselves. To my right is Matt. How are you doing?
I'm good. This is going to be fun because I love Disney animated studio films.
Me too. And below me is Clark. How are you doing, Clark?
I'm doing pretty good. Great to be here talking about my favorite studio, Disney, and all of its great villains of the past 50 years.
Yeah, it is. We might have a few guests in a little while. We don't know, but why don't we get started? This is mostly Disney Disney animation, I believe. Let me pull it
Uh,
up.
it for the most part it is 2D animation, but
Yep.
around the time the CGI stuff started with Beauty and the Beast was the first major one to do it, but right around
Tangled.
Tangled was the first one that stepped away from the true 2D visual. Like a lot of them were still looking like 2D, but they were done with computer. But yeah, I'd say the first from Snow White, from Snow White all the way to Tangled, they're all pretty much 2D animation.
Yep.
Awesome. I don't know about you guys. Before we get started, let's say what we love about these Disney animated movies. For me, they didn't take me back to my childhood. I loved all these growing up. Some of them are in my top 5 movies of all time. Some of them are a little problematic these days, but
Especially in
yeah,
the part of their history.
yeah, but you just have to
The Packers
remember when
films.
they. I'm sorry.
From the Packers films, that era.
Oh
Yeah. But you have to remember when they were made and what time they were made, and we know better now. So why don't you guys tell me? What are your thoughts on Disney? Matt, why don't we start with you?
Yeah, I love Disney because whenever I feel like I just need to watch the cinematic equivalent of a nice warm cup of hot chocolate, that's what Disney is for me because it is that feeling of familiarity. They tell a great story. There's stuff in there for kids and adults. Some of them, as you get older, you might appreciate them more. Some of them, as you get older, you might lose interest in more. Like a lot of the earlier stuff, as with the aforementioned problems, like Ben said. But what the Disney movies I really like the most is when they make both sides of the coin not really sympathetic in the sense like, yeah, I'm with them, but more you can clearly see where they're coming from. I'm just gonna say it out loud. One of my favorites is Judge Claude Frollo because you see the struggle between his piousness, his religious viewpoint, but then also his human feelings, and they play that out very well on screen in the song Hellfire. Stuff like that's why I love Disney.
How about you, Clark? Why do you love Disney?
For me, Ronald Disney is it makes you feel like a child again. You get some of these movies that make you love it. The animation's incredible. You get some memorable characters from some films. And also some of the great songs they do. Some of these songs are like my top 10. Even like the villains, they have some of these great songs, and some of them are my personal favorites.
Yeah, mine too.
There's a
But,
lot that
but
at one time in my life I would have put in my top 10 personally, but I don't think actually any of them are anymore. But there are some that are
really,
up there. Yeah, it's just over time, with more movies you consume over your life and some of that, right? But I'd say there are a fair amount in my top 25.
okay. So, I got started. Start with the one that started it all, Snow White. What do you guys think of the Evil Queen?
Um, Actually, Kronk, if you want to go first.
Sure. She's like the one of the most iconic villains. her plan is okay, trying to be like the fairest of them all, but for her transformation as a child scared me as a child. And I think for starting off, I think it could be like an A tier for right now.
Okay. What do you think, Matt?
Well, she deserves respect in the sense that this villain is the one that set the pace for everything, because this was the first Disney villain. I'd put it in B, because while she is good and still intimidating 80 years later, I think there are better villains than her. So I probably would put it C. Sorry, B, C,
Okay.
C at the lowest.
I can see that.
I think for right now I'm comfy with B with you. But Matt, we should like the movie later if
Of course.
we need to. Okay, who do we have next? Who is it?
It's from
Pinocchio.
Wow,
Pinocchio has 3 villains.
it is, but
Or
where's
4
Pinocchio on the
if you
list
count
here?
the whale. The
Wow,
fox and the cat. Who skipped Pinocchio?
They completely skipped Pinocchio on the list of animated movies.
Really? Oh, on your website.
On Wikipedia, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because I was going to say, because Pinocchio isn't number 2. It's
Pinocchio's like second film.
Fantasia's listed as number 2 on there.
Well, I think Pinocchio is I think it's full.
It is. Yeah, okay. It's supposed to be the next one. Yeah. For some stupid reason, they just forgot it on the list.
Okay. So where do we put the cat?
Is that a fox in there as well? Yeah, because you've got Honest John Worthington, and you've got Giddy Gideon the cat.
Yes.
Now these guys are a different type of villain because they're more of the con artist variety.
I would say for me they're pretty weak as villains.
Yep.
I remember them having a fun song, but how about you, Matt?
Yeah, I'm in the same boat as you. Like in the end, they're not the main villain of the story. They're more of they're more like the warm up before the boss fight, I guess is how I would put it.
Okay, so
I put it at D. I put it at E.
Okay, E.
What about you, Kronk?
For me, I would say they're like, you would see them like a bit towards the beginning and a bit towards the second half. And there's like 2 other villains to talk about for Pinocchio. So I would probably put, I agree with you, Matt, an E, because they're not really in the film that much, and you'll see what happens to them afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so then put them at E.
Yeah, because they're not. You remember them, but you don't really remember them more as a villain. You remember them more for the mischievousness of it.
They're kind of like, what's his name from the MCU? Malekith. They're the Malekith.
Yes.
Disney.
Yep.
Okay, how about the Stromboli?
Now, here's the thing. I haven't watched Pinocchio in a really, really long time, so I actually don't remember Stromboli, so I'm actually going to leave this to you.
I think he was the one behind turning the kids into donkeys.
Okay, yes. Now that I
No,
did.
it wasn't him. It was Stromboli the puppet, the guy with the puppets.
Oh, right.
The coachman who wants to turn kids into donkeys.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Stromboli was a puppeteer who kidnapped Pinocchio, locked him in a cage, and made him sing and dance.
Yeah.
Yes, and said turned to firewood afterwards.
Right.
I'd probably put him in the D.
Okay, I would lean more towards C.
I would lean towards C as well.
Well, what are our criteria and how we're ranking these, really? Like, what we have to have 3 criteria to see what they meet. Like, that's just me. Are they scary?
Okay.
Are they do they have a good final plan?
Okay.
What should be the third one?
Are they memorable?
Memorable. Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. Okay, so Stromboli, was he scary?
His
I don't
plan,
remember.
yeah.
Okay.
I don't know, yeah.
Okay. What was his final plan, if you remember?
I think Clark was right by
I
putting up the
believe it's
wood.
like keeping Pinocchio and not letting him go to his father.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, and are they memorable?
Well, apparently not.
See, so that's why I
Well,
would put him at
yeah.
B.
Yeah, apparently not. Okay, D.
Yep, I agree.
Okay, and I'm putting him at D. Okay, who's next?
The
Yeah, who is
coachman,
this? Sorry, who's that from?
Pinocchio.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's the final villain. Okay.
The second final villain.
What's the
You have
character's name?
the coachman. You also have Marshall the whale.
The Cushman.
Mm.
The one who Pleasure Island.
Okay, he's the one who turns him into donkeys.
Yeah, he's not even listed on the voice cast.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Yeah. This is again on Wikipedia.
Okay, so he looks at it and turning them into donkeys.
Yeah.
I would
Yep.
say that is pretty scary.
Yeah.
And I would say he's pretty memorable.
For
So,
Pinocchio, I agree. Memorable.
yeah. So I say B.
I'd say C.
As of right now, I would say C. As of right now.
Okay. Who do we have next?
Monster the whale.
Yeah. Now here's the thing. I would rank the whale higher just because he is one of the most memorable parts of the movie.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I agree.
Because I mean he's an animal, so he doesn't have a plan. And stuff like that. So basically that's all we're basing it on, but it is incredibly memorable.
So
Yeah.
B. Probably.
Yeah, I put him in the B.
Same.
Oh, okay. Who do we have next?
Fantasia next. The broomsticks.
Yep.
They have great scene and fun music. F.
I would say F because
Me too.
they have no plan. Just water.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
And
F.
I had no idea that they were the villain until we found the list.
Okay, F.
Yeah.
Okay, who's next?
Who's next? Who's this person?
Is there somebody from Fantasia?
I think
Looks like it.
looks
Yeah.
like it.
Probably F? Because none of us know who
Yeah.
they are.
F.
F. Okay. Is it the devil?
Not really sure what that is. That's Churbog.
Okay,
Also from Fantasia.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the ball mountain.
Yeah, so I say all the villains in Fantasia should probably fall in the F category because they didn't have an entire movie to actually do anything.
Yep.
All of it was just a movie about segments. That's where I'm just going to say up front my vote's going to go for Fantasia.
Okay.
I agree with you.
Okay, who's next?
Dumbo, the
No.
wingmaster.
Yes, I put him
B?
B. I'd have to put him in a B. Because
Well,
while he's not memorable, he is an incredibly cruel master. He chains up Dumbo's mom, which is part of like one of the most heartbreaking scenes of all of Dumbo.
yeah. What do you say?
I would say I agree as well. He locked up Dumbo's mother, tortured Dumbo to being like a circus clown and having to fly or something. So I would say probably a C.
Yeah, I'd probably. Yeah, it's
I would lean more towards B only because of the mother.
yeah.
B for now, but we could switch it up later.
Exactly.
You okay with that? Okay. Okay, who's next?
I think that's Bambi.
The hunter from Bambi.
Okay.
Wow,
Is
that's
it-
another one they freaking missed on here. Wow, whoever did this sucked. I gotta fix this later.
Oh,
Okay.
me,
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
yeah, is it memorable? I would say
Yes.
so, yes.
Yeah.
Dude, he's the one that kills Bambi's mom.
Yeah.
Like,
That's like very scary. I would say yes because
Yeah.
killing a mother. So I'll probably say an A.
I
put him up there too, actually.
Okay, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, because while we only see him at the beginning, you remember him because that's the son of a bitch that killed Bambi's mom. That's
Right.
I
who
mean,
you remember.
all kids cry afterwards.
Yeah,
Okay, who's next? And then
I'm pretty sure
another
anyone
bit.
who's hated Bambi, who's watched Bambi, has hated the Huntsman.
Absolutely. How about this? Right there, or there.
That's the elk from the end of the movie, or the moose. Sorry.
Okay.
I'll remember that one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me neither.
I put him at the bottom of the list as well.
Same.
Okay. Alright. Selling elk.
The
Who's
wolf. I think that's what Peter the Wolf.
Yeah, that would be Peter and the Wolf. Yeah.
Do we count this or F?
Is it memorable? I would say it is.
What do you think, Matt?
Well, I'd say the story itself is more memorable than this particular portrayal of the villain.
I never seen this.
I put him at E.
Yeah, I would say so.
Mostly because he's a forgotten villain.
Okay.
Who's this? Who's this from?
I have no idea because the next one on my list is Saludos Amigos.
I never seen this, so
Me neither. It's got Goofy in it, but that's and then next on the list is Cinderella, but that's not right either.
well, it's Final Fantasy 3, I believe, after because that's packaged films.
So do we put this in F? We got none of us
I'll put
going in
F.
F. Okay. How about this?
This was from Final Fantasy 3.
Is that Fun and Fancy Free? That automatically.
Yeah, because there's two stories. There's like the one the bear and there's the Mickey the Beanstalk.
I'd personally, I should just get an F based on its content
F.
alone.
Okay.
Okay, now I've got a proper true list of the Disney things that's not on Wikipedia.
Yeah.
Okay.
The giant from Mickey the
From Melody
Beanstalk.
Time. Melody Time.
Okay.
I'd put him at a. Yeah, I put him in the F as well.
F as
Mhm.
well.
All right.
No,
I
this
think he's
next
from
one.
Ichabod, I believe.
Yeah, that's what the next one on the list is.
Okay.
I
F.
don't remember this guy.
I've seen this one once.
Same.
F.
Okay, Headless Horseman, I believe it should be an A tier. Yes, he's memorable, and yes, he's scary.
I'm fine with that. How about you?
Yeah, no, that's
Matt?
fine with me. Because as far as I'm concerned, now we're starting to get into the true meat of the bones when it comes to villains.
Okay.
Yes. But Cinderella, the cat, I'll say he's like, let's say he's a henchman, but I would say he's a villain.
I put him at D because while yes,
Okay.
he is the henchman, he is a major pain in the ass for the mice.
Okay. D.
The stepsisters.
I would say C.
Yeah, I put
Same.
C because yes, they are memorable. They don't really their main goal is just to make Miss Cinderella miserable, so that's whatever. Yeah, C
Yes.
works.
Stepmother.
I'd say she's,
A.
I would say she's very memorable.
I'd say she's B.
For her plan, like to make Cinderella's life a living hell. Locked her in the tower so she can't get her happy ever after.
And Cinderella? You're
Yeah.
meaning Sleeping Beauty.
No, Sleeping Beauty is when she gets pricked by the
In a
Cinderella's.
tower. But Cinderella never gets locked in a tower.
No, but he's locked in the attic.
Yeah, attic. That's what I meant.
Yes. Yeah, I'd put her to B.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because we're gonna get into some more that are scary, but on a scarier level. She's just
Exactly.
Queen of Hearts.
Oh, Queen of Hearts, yeah. I'd put her up there as well because the off with their heads is pretty damn.
Yep. And her temper as well.
Yep. Captain Hook.
Oh fuck, he's an S.
Yeah.
S tier.
He's an S.
He's iconic.
Yeah, 100%.
He's not scary, but oh my god, he's iconic.
He's a great foil for Peter Pan. That's also one thing you got to think about when you're considering villains to heroes. It's how well they mesh together, and those two are definitely the opposite sides of the same coin.
Yes.
Okay, who's
Siamese,
that's a Siamese cat. That's an automatic F.
I agree.
Because Lady and the Tramp and what's the other one they did? The Aristocats.
Yes.
The caricatures in there are pretty racist.
Okay.
Hey, we've got the next person joining us. Hey, John, how you doing?
I'm doing good, man.
So we're currently discussing the Siamese cat from Alice. Lady
Tramp.
Okay.
What are your thoughts on her? We're going to put her at F because it's incredibly racist.
I have to go with that though too. To be honest with you, this is back when Disney was actually being the racist ones here. Yeah. Yep. I see what they were doing back when I was a kid and everything. You know, we laugh at it, but now you look at it, it's like, wait, did I really laugh at that when I wasn't supposed to? Yeah, I would definitely put.
You know, there's something wrong when they make the Siamese cat, Asian.
Right. Exactly.
And also, they're not really the memorable part of not really memorable villain as well.
I also haven't seen Lady and the Tramp in 25 years, probably.
I saw the live action one, if that counts.
Yeah, live action was pretty good though.
Oh, that's good to hear. So, who is the next one on the list?
What not really sure.
John, do you recognize that?
Which one is it?
It looks like a giant rat.
Oh yes, the rat from Lady Tramp. Like the rat. They kept talking about.
Is it the Great Mouse Detective one? The rat?
No. These are actually all in order. These are all in order.
Okay, I gotcha.
So this villain is from Lady and the Tramp.
Okay.
I would say F.
Yeah.
We don't really know what it is.
Yeah.
My question is this: I know that I'm late and everything. So what does the lettering mean exactly?
So S is like star. Like
that's why we put God tier.
That's why we put Captain Hook up there. And then of course it's like A grade, B grade, C grade, D grade, E grade, F. Like so, S is like the top of the tier.
Food chain. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And basically, what we're looking at when we're deciding is, are they scary? Are they memorable? And how solid is their final plan?
Okay.
If they have one.
Okay. Thanks.
So the rat, I don't think he's. I don't really think he's much of a villain.
F.
Now the next one is Maleficent.
S.
Iconic. Like memorable. Evil. Are they scary? Yes.
All right.
Does her plan come to fruition? Yes.
I put her in S. I would.
Yeah.
Cruella DeVille.
S.
Cruella's an S.
S.
If you kill puppies, S.
Yeah.
She also has a great song as well.
Yeah.
Madam Mim.
Sort of
Zone.
D?
No,
I would say
I would say C.
Okay.
I would have
I've
said
never
F
watched this movie, so I'll have
because
to leave that to you.
I would say D because she doesn't have a real plan, just to have a fight with Merlin. That's all.
Mhm.
Yeah, but they have full fight.
But she cheats though.
Okay, so E?
I would say E.
Yeah. What do you think, John?
I was thinking F because of the fact that she's not very memorable in a sense.
Okay.
But also too, I'm also seeing what you're saying though too. You know what? Let's go with E.
Yeah, because
Okay.
he's a good middle ground on that.
Yeah,
Okay.
she can go between E and F. To be honest with you.
So now we're into the Jungle Book villains. So that is Paw the Snake.
So, Ka,
I wouldn't
How-
put B.
I would put C.
C seems good. How about you, Matt?
Yes. Yeah, I'm good with C for him, for Paw the Snake.
Okay.
Because in truth, he's not the big bad of that movie.
Okay, Sean? Do you have
Yeah,
it?
I'm gonna have to go with Soda on that though too. He's not the big bad of it and everything too. To be honest with you, he's like a minion if you think about it. Someone who's
Yes.
just causing havoc and everything, and is very conniving. So yeah, I would definitely go ahead and say
Yeah.
C.
He's more of a mischievous villain.
Okay.
Yep.
If I had
How
to put
about-
my finger on it, it would be like Littlefinger from Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
He's basically that on that kind of level.
He's a more comedic version of Littlefinger. That's actually a really
Yeah.
good way to put it. Yeah.
Good analogy.
Yeah.
Thanks.
And King Louis.
I would say he's a villain. He's
Yeah, he's
Is he-
a really hard one to classify as a villain.
Mm.
Like he is, but you don't really think of him as a villain. That's the thing.
Is he really a villain though? Because only asked for like Mowgli's gift of fire. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
He's more honestly, he's more memorable for Louis Primo's voice performance and for
Yep.
the song "I Want to Be Like You." That's what
Exactly.
he's memorable for, not for being a villain. So I'd put him at D
Okay.
I would say so.
because
Yeah.
he's more memorable than all of these other people. But
if it's more memorable, would you put him as a B?
yeah, but he's not more. He's the thing though. He's memorable for not being a villain.
Okay. I got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now the next guy,
Shere
Ka,
Khan.
that is a villain.
Sure.
S.
S.
Yeah, I'd put him at S or A. That's what I would do.
I would say A.
I
Yeah.
would say A. He doesn't feel
Hmm.
that much, but he is scary though. I would say
Yeah.
A.
Yeah, exactly. He's scary. The voice performance is memorable. Trying to burn down the forest, memorable. It's just when you look at the great Disney villains, he's not quite there. He's like one step below. What do you think, John?
Yeah, I can definitely say I'm one step below, to be honest with you. My first instinct is go with S, to be honest with you.
Mhm.
And then, the more you kept on talking about him and stuff like that, too, it makes me want to drop him down to an A slot. Because, yeah, he did cause a bunch of trouble and stuff like that. Yes, he caused Mowgli to be an orphan and stuff like that. But, I would have, you know what? I would definitely go with an A.
Yeah, because here's the thing. Like when I look at who belongs in an S, look at the three villains we have up there. We've got Captain Hook, we've got Maleficent, and we've got
and
Cruella. What about those three that they have in common? They all pretty much steal the movie.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So for me to be an S tier, you have to be
Yep.
really good.
Okay.
I'm really mad.
And to be honest, in hindsight, I would actually throw the Queen up a notch.
I would say
Evil
so
Queen.
too.
What do you think, John?
Yeah.
Your answer is a B, but what do you think about the Evil Queen from Snow White?
To be honest with you, I'm gonna. Whenever I first saw the ranking for her, like I've been looking at the characters and stuff, I would actually take her up a notch because of the fact she does steal
Yeah.
the show.
She is
And if
memorable.
it wasn't for her poisoning that apple, there wouldn't be even that. That was very villainous. That's actually something very memorable as well
Yeah,
because everybody
you're
remembers that.
And
Right.
everybody remembers her changing into the old lady.
Old
Yeah,
hag, yeah.
which I think
Yep.
is more scary. Well, no, I mean, I guess the Evil Queen visage is pretty scary too because this is a very pretty lady with a very evil soul.
Okay.
And her plan is to become beautiful.
Mhm.
A.
So now
Okay,
we're on to
Edgar.
the Aristocats, which is
Yeah,
another
the
one they freaking didn't even put on here.
It's the butler for the film.
The Aristocats. Sorry, I just want to find out what the name of the villain is real quick.
Edgar.
Is it Edgar? Okay. What do you guys think of Edgar? Like, I mean, it's another movie I haven't seen in a long time, but I do remember enjoying it, and
I would probably
He's
say a
the best
B
film.
tier.
Yeah, E or D around that area for me because he's the antagonist of the movie, but I mean, really, he's not the most intimidating villain.
I
What
agree.
I haven't seen this movie, so I have to go by you.
Yeah. What about you, John? Have you seen the Aristocats?
To be honest with you, the last time I saw this movie was in music appreciation in 8th grade.
That's true.
Yeah.
Really, the main reason to watch this movie is the killer jazz soundtrack.
Right.
Exactly.
So F or E?
I'd put him at F.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
would say so. He's not that memorable.
No.
All right.
Now we're on to my first two truly favorite ones.
Oh, Sheriff Nottingham.
Yeah, well, yeah. First is the Sheriff of Nottingham. I would put him in.
I wouldn't say B.
I would say B or A. He's like the most memorable part of the film.
Yeah, I would too. I'd give him a B.
Okay.
I would definitely do that.
Yeah.
As
and
well.
I would do the same thing for Prince John as well.
Same.
Yeah, Prince John, because everybody quotes
The 40
him.
King of England.
Yeah, oh God, yeah. Another great soundtrack. And the people they got to be on there was great.
And even we got the Hamster Dance for that film too.
Yeah. Okay, so now we're on to what is her
Rescue.
name again?
Medusa.
Medusa.
I don't remember her at all.
Really, I'm gonna tell you, man. She scared the shit out of me as a child, and I still think about her, and I still think how great that villain is. She's A for me.
I don't know her. What movie is she from?
That's from the
Rescuers.
Rescuers. So what she does is she abducts Orphan Penny, and the two mice have to go find her in the Louisiana Bayou.
That was a scary. To be
Yeah,
honest with you,
that's
for
why
a
I'm putting her
Disney
at
type
A.
movie, yeah.
Because not just does she kidnap her, she also sends down into a cave that is known for filling up with water after a certain amount of time to go get a diamond.
Okay.
She's definitely A level.
Okay.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite movies from this time, and it's mostly due to her, to be honest.
Okay. I don't remember.
Now, who is this next guy?
Fox and the Hound. Hunter.
I haven't seen that one in a long time either.
I'll say F.
Again, I have to go with you.
Yeah, let's just put him at F because next
is
yeah. Next is who? The Horror King.
Now we're
Black
on
Cauldron.
to the Black Cauldron, which I have never seen.
Me neither.
Not big. I've seen it once. Wasn't a big fan of it.
What about you, John?
I haven't seen that one.
So F it is. Okay, now we're into the golden age of Disney, the Disney Renaissance, which started with this movie, The Great Mouse Detective, and Ratigan.
I would have to go if I had to be honest with you. This is the one where Louis has to tell me that there's something psychologically wrong with me because almost every animated film is basically a mouse movie. So, but the most villainous thing that I actually have to say is this character right here, Ratigan, and I would actually put him on maybe close to the same thing as Captain Hook.
You'd put him up in S, eh?
And probably in an S or an A.
See, I put him at a B.
Okay.
Because Vincent, well, don't get me wrong. You know what? Maybe, you know what? I just watched this recently. I would put him at an A.
Okay.
Because Vincent Price is great with his performance.
Perfectly cast.
He's incredibly intimidating, the size of this rat compared to the mice. And his plan isn't that bad, actually. To make the animatronic Queen of England to assassinate her. Yeah. It's actually not that bad of a plan, to be honest.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, who's next?
Oh, from Oliver Company.
Yeah.
So
those are the two dogs. They're kind of, yeah.
I would probably say an F. I don't remember them that well.
They're not really memorable, but they do pose a really big threat to the hero animals. They really do. I give it an E.
I can
Okay.
see that.
I would go with C,
Really? Why would you go with C?
just for the simple fact of how much trouble that they caused Oliver and them on the villainous scale. They're not very memorable, but they did cause a lot of tension with that, though, to be honest with you. To where basically it makes you scared for them because you don't know what the outcome's going to be. But I would actually put it on that scale, but I have no objection to putting it on F either.
Okay.
I would say F.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that seems to be the consensus, so I will go with that.
Okay.
Okay, so Sykes.
Wait, Sights? Who's
Sykes.
Oh, yes, sorry. Yes, from the main villain for the movie. Yes.
Yes.
I guess, yeah.
Probably at E.
Yeah, I'd say that too.
Sean?
Yeah, I'll go with E, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Ursula and S tier.
Yeah, definitely S.
Yeah.
Ursula, definitely S tier.
She's the only villain that still freaks me out to this day.
Her voice is so good. Even saw Pearl for some souls.
Oh yeah, and she completely like becomes the size of a kaiju practically. Yeah, she's definitely S tier. Great motivations, great plan, great characterization by the actress. Very memorable. Like she's definitely S tier.
Okay, who's the next one? Oh,
Down Under.
That's from Rescuers Down Under. I would put him in this. Honestly, I would put him in B. I think he's just as menacing as Medusa, but Medusa is more memorable.
True.
Yeah.
But I would actually put him in like C though.
Okay.
I can see
To be
that.
honest.
all right. That's weird.
Just can't remember what the character's name is, but he's voiced by the great
Percival McLeach.
McLeish, yes. Yes.
Or Gaston.
Oh, Gaston has got to be A. That's
S.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, not A. S tier. No, yeah. Oh God,
No.
A womanizer.
Gaston song is the best.
Mm-hmm.
Jafar is S tier. Jafar.
S tier, yeah.
Jafar, he is a man. If he can do it, great.
Yeah. And the hyenas from Lion King, I wouldn't put him that high. I put him at a B.
Yeah, I agree. B.
Yeah, because it's Scar that's the true threat. What about you, John?
I'm with you on that as well because I feel like Scar belongs in the top tier. The hyenas not so much.
Hyenas are great. They're great villains.
They are great.
Really, Scar, that's the one you should be afraid of.
Exactly, because I feel like that they were basically his minions doing his work. So basically, yeah.
And
Scar,
of course,
S tier. S tier.
Definitely S tier. Now, this is where we're missing 50 Shades of Geek because he'd go into like an hour on the backstory of this guy and why he's a great villain. I would agree, but I agree he's S tier.
I agree too. I want to wait a second. Need to make they can come up.
How do you spell Pocahontas? Oh, there's no H.
Okay. I think he's the only. He's one of the only few who actually kills a villain. Parrot, I mean.
Sorry, say that again, Ben?
He's one of the few who actually kills a parrot as well. Right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's one of the few that you actually see him commit murder.
Okay.
So next, it's General Ratcliffe from Pocahontas.
I would say A.
Me too.
Mm-hmm.
Me too. Because there's a lot of things that you could consider the villain of this piece, but he's definitely up there.
Frollo, S tier.
S tier for me as well too, because the song Hellfire is one of the best written, most underrated songs in the Disney canon.
And one of the best villain songs too.
Exactly. Now this is Pain and Panic from Hercules.
I would say
C.
A. I'll see.
You would put him a C? I would. See, I really love Pain and Panic. It's just the thing with them is they are the henchmen. They're not really good bad guys.
Exactly.
As opposed to the other bad guy of the movie. But so I would put them at C tier because their humor definitely elevates them.
Okay.
Yeah, the great voice acting by Bobcat Goldthwait and Matt Frewer. It's so good.
I think that name sounds familiar, Matt Frewer.
I believe he's from Honey Shelter Kids, Matthew. Or
He is, yes. He plays the other dad.
Okay. That's right. All right. So who's that? Hades, right?
No, that's the Minotaur whose name I don't remember from the movie.
I would say probably.
Okay.
Hold on.
He's not really memorable. So.
Well. Okay, his name is Nessus, Nessus, from ancient Greek mythology. But I'd say he is, but not for the reasons that we're naming. He's memorable because he's part of the first introduction to Meg. That's what makes him memorable.
Okay. I see.
Okay.
Because we get the first meeting of the two main characters. So I would put him as I don't know, where would you guys put him?
I would put him in here.
This is the centaur from Hercules. John.
Okay. I would definitely put him as a D.
Yeah.
Because that's definitely he's not top tier. He's not definitely not top tier
guy, but
right.
He's not memorable for being a bad guy.
Yeah, I would say D.
Yeah. There are a lot of villains in that movie, by the way.
Yes.
Because next it looks like it's the Fate. No, it's the Hydra. It's the Hydra that he finally kills from inside.
Hail Hydra. Where do we put Hail Hydra?
I would definitely put him higher than the Centaur.
Okay,
C tier.
Because that's a scary villain to come up against. You cut one head off, two more grow. Like
Hail Hydra.
Yeah.
Hey Hydra.
Okay, who's that?
So the next one, it looks like the ice the Ice Titan, whose name is escaping me at the moment.
Wait, they don't have no three-headed dog?
But Cerberus, the only time you see him is when Hercules shows up riding, so that's not a villain.
Okay. This one, where do we put him?
Well, I put him at the bottom. They're more. The Titans in that movie are more of the weapon, I'd say.
Okay.
Hades, I would say an S.
Hades? God, yeah. Whoa, who blew up my hair?
Yeah, definitely.
You got a hunk of moussaka caught in your throat.
James Woods at his best, though, when it came down to
exactly. James
for
Woods.
live action, hopefully Jeff Goldblum plays him for live action.
For who? Sorry, live
for
action?
Hades. Hades live action when they make
Who'd you
it.
put?
Jeff Goldblum.
Ooh, I like that.
That would be
I
good.
like that.
I could see it. I could definitely see it. He's more like a chilled, cold kind of version of him. To be honest with you.
Actually, this is also off the beaten path. But what about Neil Patrick Harris?
But then they'll have a musical number for him.
No, but he could definitely play up the being evil while being completely goofy at the same time.
I like Goldblum better. I like Goldblum better.
Goldblum is a great choice. This is the thing is with him, he's also part of the MCU, but I don't think that would actually rule him out.
No, because look at Matt Damon. No.
Damien. All right, fair point.
But I like the idea, to be honest with you, of Jeff Goldblum because he's not like over the top whenever he acts on some things. He has that chill, kind of laid back coldness to him if he needs to be like on that kind of level, like with The Fly.
Yeah, fair point.
Yep.
So, all right.
Say from Mulan.
Yeah, his name is Sean Yu.
Shai-Fu. Shan Yu.
Oh, yes, right. Shan Yu. Shai-Fu is something else. Yes. Now, Shai-Fu is a pretty intimidating villain. But I don't know when the last time you guys watched the animated Mulan was.
Oh God.
I would say he's not S tier. I'll say an A tier.
I'd put him at a B, but I wouldn't be upset with A. What about you, John?
It's been so long since I've seen the animated Mulan. To be honest with you, but if I had to put him in a ranking, I would go with B.
What about you, Ben?
I haven't seen it.
So B it is. Ben, fix that tonight.
Tomorrow.
That's true.
Oh.
There's
Tarzan
a
next.
junior stage musical. What?
Huh?
What?
There is a one-act stage musical based on the animated movie called Mulan Junior.
Okay.
That's new.
Okay then.
Who's that?
Tarzan.
Weird. Tarzan.
You got Cheetah.
Yes, I put the cheetah at a B because the cheetah killed Tarzan's parents,
I would say so.
and not in a pretty fashion.
I'm gonna that. Me.
What about you, John? What do you think
Yeah.
of?
Yeah, I would definitely put him as a B. I mean, he just motivates the plot, to be honest with you, a little bit at the very start of it and things like that. But yeah, there's other villains within the Tarzan universe, though, to be honest with you.
And we do see him come back later, and if I'm not mistaken, Tarzan kills him then.
Yes.
Yeah, he does.
You're A?
Yeah, let's switch it to A.
Yeah,
I feel like
A.
Okay.
Yeah, since you mentioned that, Soda, where Tarzan goes on ahead and kills him, I feel like he belongs definitely in the A category.
Yeah. And next we have Clayton from Tarzan.
A?
I would put him in a B.
I put him at a B, yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Is it just me, or does he look like Phil Collins?
Given that picture, he kind of does, yeah.
Who's
Okay.
next?
Who is that?
I don't know.
I don't even know who that is.
Me? Are those dinosaurs?
It looks like Dinosaur next, but there's one before Dinosaurs, like some guy.
How about we just put those automatically in F, huh?
I have not even seen Dinosaur, so.
Me neither.
Yeah,
but
I've seen-
that's more in the Pixar thing.
Yeah, I've seen dinosaurs, but I haven't. It's been a long time since high school. So
So F for
The
this
next
one
three,
too?
these next three, Ben, also go there.
This one too?
Okay, Yzma is definitely an S.
Yes, Yzma's definitely an S. Oh, God.
yeah,
Perfectly voiced by Eartha Kitt. Perfectly voiced.
Yes. Her and Kronk are a great 1-2 duo. Oh yeah, my favorite scene though is when you find out that she's been transformed into the cat. She lets out that big evil
Is that my
laugh.
voice? Is that my voice?
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah, Yzma's the best.
My
How
second
about
favorite
that?
Disney film of all time.
Sorry. What's his name?
Rapid Yugu.
What's his name in Atlantis again?
Oh, I forgot.
God, I forgot.
Hold on, give me a second. Voiced by who the fuck voices him again? James Garner. Rourke.
Oh, work. He not remember. I would say probably a D or a C.
Yeah, I'd put him down there because in hindsight, while it is obvious that he's the villain, you don't really see that until the very end, until the third act.
Okay, let's see.
What about you, John? What do you think about Rourke?
I would put him at an E. To be honest with you,
Okay, next you got Gantu from Lilo and Stitch.
So I have only seen Lilo and Stitch once, and I do not remember the villain.
Probably a B.
I would say C.
A C. I'm okay with that. I would be upset.
Okay. Now who's
What's
this?
It's from Treasure Planet. I haven't all seen that one, so
I haven't seen that one in a long time either.
Me neither. So F.
F.
Yeah. And then this version of Long John Silver, put him in an E because of the name alone.
Okay.
Because it's freaking Long John Silver.
Okay, next you got from Brother Bear.
Yeah, Brother Bear. I another one I have not watched. The only thing I know
seen
about is
it
that Doug
once.
McKenzie voiced the moose.
Yeah, the Joker voiced the moose. No, the Joker voiced the bear.
Oh, Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. Good, decent cat. Great groups, really.
Yeah.
I know Rick Moranis was in it.
Yeah, well, yeah. The Bob and Doug McKenzie, Rick Moranis, and Dave Thomas are the two moose. I knew that because they're freaking Bob and Doug McKenzie. They're Canadian royalty up here.
Exactly.
But to be,
I would say F. It's not memorable.
Yeah.
Not really memorable.
what is the? Do you know what this character's name is?
Denahi.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Where's he from?
Brother Bear.
Brother Bear. This is the actor's first and only film role.
Really?
He took his life in 2004.
Oh God.
Oof.
Mm.
So where would you rank it?
I'd have to put him into F because I don't think any. Yeah, like what about you? What about you, John? Have you seen Brother Bear?
No, I haven't seen it.
Well, F it is.
I'm mad.
Okay. This guy I don't remember. I think it's from Home on the
That's
Range.
Home on the Range.
Oh yeah,
Never
Randy
seen it.
Quaid.
Really?
I'm gonna put him as an F for me.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, same.
Never seen it. Heard it's not a great movie, by the way, either. So
Wait, what happened to it? Okay. Who's next?
Off of Chicken Little.
never seen this one either.
What is that?
Chicken Little.
Nah, I haven't seen it.
F.
Okay. I'll take your word for it.
You say S?
No, F.
Oh, okay.
All Bowler had got from Meet the Robinsons.
Meet the Robinsons. I'd put him at.
I would say B tier because of his backstory. Like it was
Okay.
his foster brother. All grown up.
Okay, I'll defer to you guys on that because I've only seen the movie once.
I
I haven't seen it at all. So
Okay, who's next?
Oh, that's
This
the
is-
hat.
Oh, the sentient hat.
F.
On what?
Meet the
Save the-
Robinsons.
Oh.
Look at this guy.
Bolt.
I don't even know who that guy
I
is.
think it's Bolt. Yeah, you guys familiar with that movie? The one with John Travolta
Oh,
voicing the dog?
Oh, yeah, with John Travolta.
Yeah. The only thing I remember from that movie is the adorable hamster sidekick.
F.
Yeah, yeah.
Facilier. S tier for Facilier. S tier.
Him? Yeah,
yeah,
I would put him in an A because I've only seen the movie once, but he did leave an impression on me to the point where I wouldn't be upset if he's an S.
I would definitely have him as an S. To be honest with you, this is the only reason why I'm saying S is because of the fact that this is also my girlfriend's kid's favorite movie, and this is the movie that we actually put into bid to.
So you're trying to get brownie points. Gotcha.
Well, not just that. Well, because the movie's still fresh in my head.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's either that or Rio.
Facilier? I think it's
okay.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not my favorite Disney movie, but a pretty solid effort.
It's in my top 10.
Yeah. Now, these two thugs, I wouldn't put that high. I'd probably put them in a C from Tangled.
Yeah, I can see that. I don't remember them. I just remember Mother Goth. I remember Mother Gothel more villain than
Exactly. I'd put her at A tier.
So, her in A?
I think, while I think she's great, I don't think she is the caliber of the people we have in S.
Okay, you're A and A.
A. Yep.
Yeah. Does that work for you, John?
Yeah, I would actually put her like that, to be honest with you. So yeah,
Hey, Homer's right here.
Or King Candy.
King Candy's great.
When you say, I would say,
I
I would say S tier.
You put him in, I put him in a B tier personally.
I would put him A.
Now, the reason why I'm putting him so low is because he's another one where you don't find out he's the villain until the last act because you don't see it coming that he's actually another character. So you know what? I put it in an A for that because they were able to make you think that he wasn't the bad guy.
I put him in A for Alan Tudyk.
On Tudyk. Yeah.
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah. It is a great character.
Who's that?
So now we're into the dumbass prince. The from another land.
We have the other guy, Weaselton.
Yeah, that's what. Oh, that's Weaselton. Yeah, he's not a prince.
This guy?
Weaseltown.
I wouldn't put him that high because he's more of a bumbling idiot villain than anything else.
F?
No, I wouldn't put him that low either.
I would say probably a D tier.
C or D, right in the middle.
Wait, what happened to him? I don't know what happened to him. I lost him.
Although
You have him left in F. That's why.
What?
Yeah, he's an F. Yeah.
You lost him.
He's right next to the John Travolta villain. There you go.
So, what level?
I see. It's C or D for me. What did you guys think?
I would probably say D tier because you don't remember him that well. He's like more of an idiot.
Yeah, exactly. You remember more because they make fun of him quite a bit.
Okay.
Yeah, his country.
Yeah.
Hans, right?
Hans.
I put him in C. I would put him in the level above.
Yeah.
Yeah, C. Although I was thinking E because of the surprise factor, but
yeah,
definitely C.
Definitely a douchebag too.
Yes.
Okay, now this gentleman is from Big Hero 6.
Correct.
Ooh. What's the character's name again?
Yokai. That was actually the professor all along.
Yeah, it was the professor, yeah. Callahan.
A?
B. I would go B.
I'll go B.
Okay. B.
Okay, the mayor assistant.
Yeah. Who, you know what? I would actually put her in A.
Yeah, you get the surprise factor. Like, you didn't know she was a villain all along.
Bellwether, the character's name.
Yep.
Yeah.
A?
She's up there because you said the surprise factor, and it's definitely not who you would expect. Such a small character being the villain. What about you? What do you think of?
I can agree with that. To be honest with you, I have no objection to that one.
A little bit of a funny story involving that movie. So the year that the promotional train was happening for that movie, one of my best friends was pregnant with her first child, and hormones. So we're watching the trailer, and it's the part of the trailer where Flash, the sloth, first see him. She started laughing, and the laughing turned into full-on crying.
Oh my god!
Like just crying. Now her husband, the next time they went to his parents' place, he's like, "Hey guys, you want to see something funny?" And we put on the Zootopia trailer.
Wow,
Zootopia was such a great film, though.
It is.
I enjoyed it.
For me, I find Morala more enjoyable than Zootopia.
I think it's a good movie because I think it's got the strongest message in it, but also that message is pretty on the damn nose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
this is Moana next, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they're like three villains.
There's 3. Now this guy,
I would say F.
yeah, who is he?
I don't remember him.
I don't remember either.
Now here's the conundrum. So Tamatoa, the crab.
Turtle.
That's a crab, isn't it?
Oh yeah, crab. Yeah.
He's not the main villain, but he's the more memorable villain.
I would probably say maybe a B based on
Yeah.
like his song,
Yeah, shiny. Oh yeah.
voiced by Jermaine Clement.
Yes, Jermaine Clemens is the bomb. What do you think, John? What do you think of Tamatoa, the crab?
I can see that, to be honest with you. I mean, I barely remember him, so I would definitely put him under B just for the simple fact I don't really remember him quite well.
Yeah.
In all honesty.
Okay, fair point. Now this guy, the big lava monster at the end.
I would say D.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say B.
Yeah, definitely.
B? Okay.
Okay, now these next. Okay, so the last one is Wreck-It Ralph 2.
Yes, and what the other one?
What?
What's the one on the left?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
That's very
No
demonic
idea.
looking from over here.
Because it might also be from Ralph Breaks the Internet, because looking at the list between Moana and Ralph,
Oh,
it's all Pixar.
okay. Okay. Now that I'm going back and remembering, I think this is actually during that time when they are actually having that fight with Wreck-It Ralph and
The
everything.
Dark Rabbit or something.
Oh,
Yeah. So
I would
it's
probably
not
say
very memorable.
F
Yeah, I
for the
remember
last two.
Well, I'd say the last one is memorable. Is kind of memorable because of what type of monster it is. But the one though, yeah, that one, yeah, F.
Yeah, that's what I'm referring to.
Yeah. Now this one is the giant Mecha Ralph.
Oh yes.
Now, me, I would put him at a B because he's a unique villain, and it's a great metaphor. Yeah,
I can see that.
I'm good with that. How about you
I'm
guys?
okay with that.
I would. What about A though? Because of the metaphor, because of what you mentioned.
what do you guys think?
I would probably say B because in A we have more villains that are more memorable,
Mm.
and B I would say B because based on like not that memorable, but a great metaphor.
I can live with that.
Okay.
Is it him? I lost him. Is it him?
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah, that's him.
Okay. So B it is.
Yes.
Yeah, so let's take a look who we have in S for fun and shits and giggles. So in S,
Yes.
we've got Hook, we've got Maleficent, Cruella, Ursula, Gaston, Jafar, Scar, Frollo, Hades, Yzma, and Dr. I forgot his name already.
Facilier.
Celia, yes. That's a pretty, those are, yeah, I'd say that's spot on.
All of the most iconic villains.
Personally, I would say put the Evil Queen in S, but that's just me.
Yeah, because she is really iconic.
I would probably say Hello Serpent too because like very iconic too.
What about you, John? Where would you put the Evil Queen? Because she was the first. She's pretty iconic, but she's not the. She's not really
you know what? I would rank her as an S. To be honest with you,
okay, so it's unanimous.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
because like you said, she is the first. But not only that, but there's also so many references into pop culture
Yeah,
that references her and everything. So yeah, I mean, I would go definitely number one with her as an S.
in an S. Okay. And next in the A category, we have the Hunter from Bambi, whatever that is from the Black Cauldron, because I've never seen the movie. Is that
No, it's Headless Horseman. After
that's for
Yeah.
the Kabali Crane. Yes.
Yeah.
Headless Horseman. And then we have the Queen of Hearts.
You know
We
what?
have-
This is what I'm going to switch him. Because he's like, oh, with their hands. And he has no hands.
Nice.
I like
And then
that.
you've got oh god, what's the name of the tiger?
Shere Khan.
Shere Khan. Yes, Shere Khan
Yep,
from Jungle
Shere Khan.
Book. Medusa from The Rescuers. Ratigan from The Great Mouse Hunt Detective. Ratcliffe from Pocahontas. You have the that's the jaguar panther. No, that's not the panther.
It's jaguar or tiger.
Yeah, it's the giant murderous feline from Tarzan. And then you have the stepmom from Tangled, whose name is again slipping
Mother
by me.
Gothel.
Mother Gothel. And then you have King Candy
Yep.
and Bellwether. Anyone else? Anything you want to add in there? Maybe take away?
I will put Headless Horseman in S.
But who, sorry?
Headless Horseman.
He is really iconic. I'm not going to argue that, to be honest.
Okay, I'll put him in there.
I can agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because here's the thing. You actually had the Sleepy Hollow series. You also have the Sleepy Hollow movie with Johnny Depp. Then you also have everybody references that in so many ways in pop culture, though, too. So, yeah, it's very rememberable.
Now we're getting into the part where I don't know all the villains' names.
Yeah,
So we have
Same.
the whale from, in B level, we have the whale from, I almost said the whale from Jonah. This is not church. The whale from Pinocchio. Who's this next guy again? That's
The Ringmaster.
The Ringmaster from Dumbo. You've got the evil stepmother. And then you've got the Sheriff of Nottingham and Prince John from Robin Hood. Love that movie to death. And then you've got McLeach from Rescuers Down Under. You have the hyenas from Lion King. You have the main Hun from Mulan. You have what was his name from Tarzan again? Clayton, yes. And then you have the guy from Meet the Robinsons, who is
Bowler Hat Guy.
Yeah, you know what? I'll let you take it because you're going to know more of these names than I will.
We have Bowler Hat Guy.
Yeah.
We also have Yokai from Big Hero 6.
Mhm.
Tamatoa from Moana. The rock guy, the lava monster from Moana. And you have big Ralph and B.
I would move the sheriff to A.
I would say, I would say so too. He's more memorable than the King of England.
Yeah, great lines. He's a great foil to Robin Hood and Little John.
Great voice.
Moments as a villain taking the money from the kid who just had his birthday, right?
Yep.
What about you guys? Is there anything in this tier you would change?
No.
I will put the stepmother from Cinderella in A.
Yeah, I won't argue with that. While she's not as iconic, she's still pretty big deal in her own right.
She's really iconic, yeah.
But compared to the evil queen or stuff like that,
Right.
Well, think about it. Whenever a dad marries a new woman, everybody calls her the evil stepmother.
Which is true, but if you're looking at the confines of the story itself, the third act is them trying to find the foot that goes in the slipper. The third act isn't a fight with her. That's the thing. She is incredibly evil and whatnot, and somewhat iconic. But because of that, I can't put her in S.
It's fine.
I agree.
She doesn't have an actual end plan.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And then who do we have in C, Kronk?
We have the coachman from Pinocchio, the stepsisters from Cinderella, Carl the Snake from Jungle Book, Pain and Panic,
That's the Hydra from Hercules.
Oh, the Hydras.
No, Hydra.
Yeah.
Hail Hydra.
Hail Hydra.
The brothers from Tangled and Hans from Frozen.
Okay.
I think that's good.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
It's mostly the psychics.
Yeah.
So should I do D now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, D, we have Strawberry for Pinocchio, Lucifer the Cat for Cinderella, King Louis in D. What's that one near the end for D?
Oh, I just freaking had his name too. Nisus.
Onisis from Hercules, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we have Duke of Weaseltown for Frozen.
Okay. I'm good with all that.
I'm good with that.
Yeah, I'm good with the list. It's just it's Louis. Every time I see King Louis, I don't think villain.
I would say maybe moving down to E
Well,
or
no,
F.
I think
Maybe.
he's good where he is because of how iconic King Louis is.
Okay.
Because that's when everyone knows who King Louis is.
Yeah.
And hell, I would argue that most of us know who Louis Prima is because of this movie.
Yeah.
And when they now his character was named after the singer.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Louis Prima is the guy who voiced him. And he was a well-renowned big band leader at the time. He had a hit with a song called "Just a Gigolo," which was covered by David Lee Roth at one point. Yeah,
I remember that.
I've listened to a lot of Louis Prima in my life because of I play that type of music sometimes. So I've played some of his stuff. A lot of fun.
I'm Italian, so that's
There
how
you
I.
go.
So in E we have Honest John and Gideon for Pinocchio, The Wolf for Peter and the Wolf, Madam Mim from Sword of Stone, Sykes from Oliver Company, Gork from Atlantis, Gantu from Lilo and Stitch, and Long John Silver from Treasure Planet.
That works for me right there.
Pervert villains.
Yeah.
And now for F, most
Everyone
about
else.
which we don't even know who they are from. The Broomsticks from Fantasia. I think that's the other villains from Fantasia. The Deer from Bambi. From Salus Amigos. We have Fun and Fancy Free. The guy from Ichabod. The Siamese cats from Lady Champ and the rat from Lady Champ.
Yeah, anything
Edgar.
that had any racist connotations automatically went to F.
Exactly. We have Edgar from Mr. Cats, the Hunter from Fox and Hound, Horde King from Black Cauldron. We have the Hounds from Oliver Company. Those two from Hercules. Thief with Chicken Little, next one, and then from Dinosaurs, those villains. Brother Bear. We have Home of the Range. We have Bolt, or the Travolta movie as we call it. And from Moana, and we have Rob Racing Set.
Yeah, I think that's right where they belong because they're not memorable, they're racist, and all that jazz.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, and yeah,
That's
So
it.
that's everything, right?
Yep.
that's it.
Well, wow. That was really fun.
Yeah, very by quick as well.
Yeah, it was just over an hour. It was a nice, decent discussion. Yeah, I was surprised at how many of these movies I still haven't seen, which was nice to know.
Me too, because
Yeah.
there's some that I've forgotten, some that I haven't seen yet.
Yep.
So I was just doing a little bit of research on because I couldn't remember what King Louis' deal was in the movie. Turns out he just wanted Mowgli to show him fire.
Yeah.
But I was doing a little bit of research on the character, and this is what I got. Popular jazz and swing performer Louis Prima was cast as King Louis based on the suggestion of Walt Disney Records president Jimmy Johnson that Prima would be as great as a foil for Phil Harris as Baloo. So the antics of him and his band during the audition inspired the animators. For example, the segment where King Louis and the monkeys line up in a parade came from Prima and the band members doing the same thing. And then, of course, the animators, based on all this, gave the character the personality. So really, if it wasn't for Louis Prima, we wouldn't have King Louis be as memorable as he is. That is all the jazz man's work.
Right.
All right.
So, anything else you guys want to talk about?
No, I'm
Not really.
taking time to watch Disney movies now, but I'm good.
Right.
Hey, we have some homework we can do.
We do. Thank God for Disney
Yep.
Plus.
Hallelujah. Praise. Yep. All right. So, Matt, where can everybody find you?
So you can find me on this channel, the Media Sweaties Network, several times a week, doing several shows on there, recapping the past, shooting the breeze, Get Sweaty. And then you can also find me on my other channel, Schmoes of the North, where every week I break down what's going on in the Schmodown over there. And as well as we've also got a Star Wars show on Saturdays called Let's Talk About Star Wars. That's a discussion about legends and canon. Always a good time. I promise we will eventually get the episodes below 2 hours. And you can also find me on my personal Instagram and Twitter at soda_the_saxman.
Cool. Where can everyone find you?
You can find me on Facebook, YouTube, Brian Nussbaum. I do Wiz Quiz every second Thursday for our Wizard World. I also participate in some shows like Tier Record Fights on the Movie Hero Network. And yep, that's all you can find me on.
Sean, where can everyone find you? And your whole list?
Okay, so you guys can actually find me on Movie Lovers Unite. As a matter of fact, we just did a 2-part segment about how TV shows changed the world and stuff like that. We just wrapped that up tonight. As a matter of fact, that's why I was a little late getting over here. But yeah, we just finished that up and everything. It's been a great thing. We also did a spoiler-free review for non-spoiler review for A Quiet Place 2 that I just did last night as well. But you guys can also go on ahead and follow me at Movie Lovers TV Lovers Unite on Facebook, underneath the same brand as well on Instagram and Pinterest. And then, of course, MovieLoversUnite.com for your entertainment needs and wants. If you also want to go ahead and donate to me, all you have to do is go to GoFundMe.com/Movie Lovers Podcast. We also have a t-shirt that's on sale, part of our Mafia Talks Mondays. That we just dropped on Bonfire. That, as a matter of fact, that promotion is going into effect in 9 days. So if you guys want a t-shirt, go ahead, go to bonfire.com/Movie Lovers Unite for that as well. And then, of course, if you guys want to, go ahead and reach out to me at MovieLoversUnite.com, MovieLoversUnite@gmail.com. And then, of course, on Twitter, Movie Lovers Unit, and on Stereo at Movie Lovers Unit as well. Those are all the places that you can reach me. And, of course, you can go ahead and find me with Ben on Saturdays at 3 o'clock. Central Time, 4 o'clock Eastern, talking about Mount Schmodown. And so that's everywhere that you guys can go ahead and find me at.
Right. You guys can find me over at the Media City YouTube page, everywhere Matt said, and on Mount Schmodown with Sean. This week we're covering Kevin Smith.
Ooh.
And I think that's it. Yeah. So thank you, everyone, for coming to this. This was fun. This was a fun one-off thing. Maybe we'll do it again with something else. But this was magical and it was a wonderful world. So stay sweaty and smash cancer, everyone. Good night.